Hi and welcome to this tutorial on how to use PowerPoint slides in your Windows Movie Maker to create a movie. Okay, now that you've created all your images, you open up Windows Movie Maker, and the first thing you would want to do is you would want to import your pictures that you've created. So we'll go to Import Pictures. So all I do is I drag, select them all, and I say Import. And Windows Movie Maker will now import all the files for me. Okay, as you can see here in your collections area, all the slides that were created are now there. The next thing is we're going to use a little piece of audio which I've prepared before. So we just import the audio and add it to our collections window. Okay, the easiest way to work with slides when you're working in Windows Movie Maker is to use the storyboard to set out your story. This over here at the moment is your timeline, and if you click here which it says show storyboard, then you will go to the storyboard itself. This is the storyboard, and now at the top you'll see it says show timeline. From there you can go back to the timeline again. What we'd like to do now is to order these pictures in the way that it is presented in the movie. This is going to be our first slide, and all you need to do is drag it and drop it into the first placeholder. This was the second picture. We're dragging it and dropping it into the placeholder. Third one in its spot. The fourth slide in its spot. And as you can see, the slides are also numbered the way that you save them from PowerPoint. The next slide is number 5, then number 6, and all you need to do is drag and drop them into the placeholders, and that is slide number 7 and slide number 8. Okay, now you've created your basic presentation, and the slides are in the correct format that they are supposed to be. If you click on Show Timeline, you will see that all your pictures are here, and you can actually scroll through them. If you hit the play button, it'll play and it'll go from picture to picture. Now what we want to do is we want these pictures to actually have some movement on them and actually do something rather than just stand still there over doing nothing. So we move over to our first picture. We use the zoom tools and we just zoom the timeline a little bit closer so we can actually work with these. The first thing that you would want to do is you want to fade up your first picture from black. At the moment each of the pictures are 5 seconds long, but the fade up from black is going to take approximately 1 second. So what you want to do is you want to increase the duration of your first slide, and all you do is you move your mouse over, it'll turn into the little icon, click the mouse, hold the button in and just drag it a little bit longer. And we want to do that with the last slide as well. So just hold the mouse in and drag it a little longer. We're going to fade that out to black at the end. Okay, now we're going to add our transitions. So we go back to our storyboard, click on storyboard, and you see these little placeholders over here. This is where you're going to drag your transitions in, which are going to take place between the two slides. Okay, the one I like to use normally is just this plain simple fade between the pictures. And if you click on, let's go back here, on View Video Transitions, all the video transitions will appear here in the collections area, and you just scroll down until you find one that you like. I'm going to take the fade and just drag and drop it on each one of the transition windows between all my slides. So you just click forward, drag and drop, drag and drop, drag and drop, and drag and drop. Okay, now they're all in and we're going back to our timeline now. So just click on the show timeline and you're back into your timeline. So if you have a look now, you will see that the one picture will fade over to the next. But still, that's a bit boring. We still need a little bit more movement or something happening on it. So let's stop there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some video effects onto our pictures themselves. And over here, View Video Effects, all you need to do is click on the tab and it brings up all the effects that are available, which is quite a few of them that you can play with. The first one that we want to use is we want to fade in from black on our first picture. That was the reason why we made the duration a little bit longer. So what we're going to do is just take it, it's a drag and drop system, and drop it onto the slide. If you watch it now, you'll see the picture fades in from black. And we want to add some movement as well. So you'll see here's a ease in over here, and there is a ease out over there. So we're going to say let's ease in this picture. All you need to do again, just drag and drop it into there, and now if you hit the play button, you see it moves in. Now, and so with the second picture we'll do a ease in as well. Have a look. Also moving in nicely. Now for the next picture, you'll see that the background is the same. I used the same picture and image in the background, and I kept the size as the background the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to ease out this one so that they would look as if they are all one picture. You'll see now there's no change in the flower, it remains the same. And so the next one we're going to ease in again, and the one that has another background that's the same is going to be eased out again, so that if you have a look at it now, you'll see the picture, the flowers always remain the same. Although the picture changes, the flowers and the clouds remain the same size. Alright, there on our next picture we can use ease out again, anything we like. Say ease out again, and on the cockroach we can, the first cockroach we'll do a ease out, and on the last picture we'll do a ease in. And for the last picture we also want it to fade out to black at the end of our movie, so we just go to fade out to black and drop it onto the timeline there. If you look at the clips now, let's have a look. It fades up nicely from there, a few seconds, it moves over, and so our movie goes on. Here within the video transitions or video effects, you will find loads and loads of effects that you can use, and you can basically create anything you can dream of. Now that you've created that, let's go back to the collections bin, and now we want to add our audio. Go find, here's the little piece of audio. Again, drag and drop it at the beginning, and what you will see here is that the audio is much longer than what the video is. But we also want the last picture to end on the last piece of the sound. The way to do this is, again, if you just drag your mouse across, the icon comes up, and all you need to do is drag the audio to approximately the length it should be, grab it, drag it back, and measure it up so that it fits exactly into the space where you want it. Okay, once you've got your audio in sync with that, now if you hit the play button, let's listen to it with the music. And that is the way to create a little movie in Windows Movie Maker using images you created in PowerPoint. Now you can all go out and join the Cockroach Foundation. Hope you found this tutorial interesting. Thanks very much for watching. Have fun.